Welcome to Google Nest. We're going to show you how to set up and install the Nest Yale Lock. There are a few simple steps. Check that your door will work. Install the lock on your door, set up and test the lock, then finish setup with the Nest app. Everything you need to get started is in the box. Don't put the batteries in yet. If you put them in before your lock is installed on the door, your lock may not work properly. You'll also need either a Phillips screwdriver or power drill and a Phillips bit. A level and a tape measure can also help. You might also need a chisel and a drill bit if you need to adjust the holes on your door. For setup with the Nest app, you'll need a compatible phone or tablet. Be sure to have your Wi-Fi password handy too. Go to nest.com/requirements for more information. Your Nest Yale Lock needs another Nest product to connect to the app, so you must have another product like Nest Connect or Nest Guard already in your account. The app will let you know what to do during setup. The Nest Yale Lock is designed to work on most standard door widths from 1 3/4 inch to 2 1/4 inches thick. But before you try installing it, check your door's width. If you want someone to do it for you, contact a Nest Pro installer in your area. They can check your door, set up and install your Nest Yale Lock, and answer any questions you have. Let's get started. First, remove the current lock and strike plate. You may need a different screwdriver or wrench to fit your lock's hardware. Keep your old lock handy just in case. The Nest Yale Lock works with most standard doors, but if there's an issue, you can simply reinstall your old lock. Most doors will have their lock hole center either 2 3/8 or 2 3/4 inches from the edge of the door, but you should check before continuing. You can either use a measuring tape or the template included in the installation manual. If your lock holes are out of spec, use the included template to re-drill. You may also need to chisel the cutout for the plate. Now you'll install the deadbolt. Adjust the length to fit your door. Make sure the bolt is retracted. If you're using a drill, be sure to use a low torque setting to avoid stripping the screw threads. Next, install the strike plate on your door frame. The new plate included with your lock is engineered to precisely fit the Nest Yale Lock, so you'll need to install the new one even if your current strike plate looks the same. If you don't, the lock may jam. Choose either the short screws or the long screws for extra security. Make sure the hole in the plate will line up with the bolt. Now you'll install the keypad on the outside of your door. Check that the bolt is fully retracted and that the latch hole is horizontal. Run the cable through the lock hole, then press the keypad into the hole. Next, install the mounting plate on the inside of your door. Pull off the mounting plate, then remove the battery cover with the included key. Don't install the batteries just yet. Run the cable through the hole in the mounting plate. Then press the mounting plate pins through the holes in the deadbolt. Select the screws that are the right length for your door and secure the mounting plate. Before you fully tighten them, make sure the keypad and plate are level. Make sure they're snug, but don't over-tighten them. Plug the cable into the connector on the lock. A small tab will keep you from plugging it in backwards. Route the cable behind the cable hooks to hold it in place. Make sure the lock's handle is pointed vertically and the bolt is fully retracted. Guide the spindle through the hole and hook the lock onto the bottom of the plate. Use the short screws to mount the lock on the plate. Now test that your lock works. First, test with the door open. If you feel resistance or the bolt doesn't extend fully, remove the lock and recheck the deadbolt and lock installation. Put the batteries in. The lock will turn on and you'll hear the Nest greeting.
Hi from Yale and Nest.
Leave the battery cover off for now. You'll need to scan the code inside to connect your lock to the Nest app. Next, you'll create a temporary master passcode on the lock. The lock will tell you what to do. Once you've connected your lock to the app, you won't need the master passcode anymore. It's important to keep the door closed while the lock calibrates itself. If you leave the door open, your lock may not work. Now you'll connect your lock to the Nest app. If you're new to Nest, go to the Apple App Store or Google Play to download the free Nest app. Launch the app to create a free Nest account. Once you're signed into your account, tap the plus sign. Remember, you won't be able to connect your lock to the app until you have another product, like Nest Connect or Nest Guard, already in your account. If you're already a Nest customer, tap the gear icon in the top right corner of the app home screen. Then select Add a Product. Scan your lock's QR code with your phone's camera. It's located in the battery compartment. If you're having trouble scanning the code, make sure you have good lighting and that you're not casting a shadow. Start with your phone about a foot away and slowly move it closer to the code. It doesn't need to fill the box in the app to scan. If you still can't scan the code, tap Continue without scanning and type it in. The Nest app will then guide you through each step. Tell the app where your lock is installed. The app will use this location when it sends you notifications, so pick one that makes sense. The app will start looking for another Nest product that your lock can connect to. When it's found one, press and hold the button on your lock to connect them.
Ready. Use your Nest app to add the lock to your account.
Once the lock is connected to the app, you can put the battery cover on. Now you'll create a passcode with the app. This passcode will replace the master passcode you created on the lock. Next, you can create passcodes for other people who share access to your Nest home. You can also invite new people to share access. You can also set schedules for people that limits when they can enter your home. That's it. To learn more about the Nest Yale Lock and how to use it, visit our support site.